Good morning. No cup of tea this morning as well. Do you like my t-shirt? I like my t-shirt. Make. I need to get some more stuff from Make. It's been a while. To be fair, more or less everything that I wear is custom, do you know what I mean, or from an independent clothing line. So I might have to go through all the actual custom stuff that I've got from these clothing lines, man, because I miss kind of having like stuff that nobody else has got, even though I still have. I miss getting stuff that nobody else has got. Being a bit of a one-away fiend, do you know what I mean? Look out in the sun. I think it's got to be a fucking proper sunny day today. So yesterday was a bit of an interesting one, and I'd planned out to get so much stuff done, and it just didn't end up happening, either because I fell asleep because of medication, or, you know, I had visitors, you know what I mean, like sort of just being there for a friend, as I was talking about yesterday, because he's going through a lot of stuff, a whole lot of stuff. Didn't really get a chance to get much done yesterday. I didn't even get to game. I don't feel bad about it. I still feel pretty good about yesterday, because like I said, I was able to be there for a friend. It's nice to, like I said in a previous video, give out that positive reinforcement that you may be getting from somebody else, or you just may wake up with. Because I'll be honest, yesterday mentally, it was a hard day yesterday. Even though I felt good, or tried to feel good about the day, like I had some proper bad nightmares last night, and the night before. And like I said, it's when the novelty is worn off, or when you've not got enough things to distract you, that's when your thoughts and your fears and your demons start to creep into your head a bit. I'm glad that I managed to find ways to sort of get out of it. I managed to find ways to sort of switch my head around. But yesterday I wasn't successful in that area. Do you know what I mean? It's easy for me to put a mask on and sort of pretend that everything's alright, I'm alright, you know, just put on a smile and stuff, but it's harder to be able to sort of let things out and open up to people when you are having those down periods. Like, we all have those periods where, you know, you feel like so much is going on with yourself, you don't want to become a burden to your friends or family or anything like that. I'm always having to adjust this fucking selfie stick. But if you don't feel like you want to be a burden to anybody, so even sometimes that can get you down, like, oh, you feel like all you bring in is doom and gloom and shit, because you've got shit going on either outside your head or inside your head. You know, and that can be a bad thing in terms of just locking people away too much. Like, I feel like during the time of me suffering these things, I feel like that I have severed ties with people, not because I'm angry or anything like that, just because I just wouldn't let them in. I just close myself off way too much. Sometimes it gets to a point where people are just like, no, I'm not going to bother. You know what I mean? I've tried so many times. You know, I don't want to be ignored again. I don't want my call to be rejected again. You know, I don't want to be told, you know, just leave me alone again. You know what I mean? But that was a lot of what was going on. Just leave me alone, just locking off, just ignoring phone calls, you know, missing gigs, which is not good. It's not good at all. It can leave you feeling supremely isolated. So I'm glad that I find ways to open up to people, even if it's not face to face, even if it's just to a camera or a camera phone. you know, I'm glad I still find ways to be able to open up and that, because it can be fucking hard. Your head is just full of all these different thoughts and feelings and emotions. It's almost as if you're drowning in your own brain and you're being squashed by the weight of what's going on and how upset that you are. Like, the main reason why I would lock myself away from people is because I was angry. I was just so angry, and I was just scared of lashing out and, you know what I mean, getting into these confrontations with people and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But dude, I couldn't find a way to get my head around that. I was just so angry about so much stuff, and your head is just filled with resentment, vengeance. Do you know what I mean? Just animosity and shit that you can't think straight. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes you feel like the best thing to do is just lay in bed, just try and sleep it off. Do you know what I mean? Sleep away the day. But that was my thing. I was always scared that I'd end up just getting into a confrontation that I couldn't get myself out of. I couldn't apologise my way out of it. Sometimes that can be quite hurtful. You know, sometimes that can be quite vindictive. You know, you can bring out the worst, or what's going on around you can bring out the worst in you. But like I said before, it's great that I can find ways to sort of snap myself out of those kind of things, you know. And the main thing I would say, being the reason why, you know, I'm trying to hold on, and that is because I know my therapy is going to be starting soon. It's not started yet, I'm still waiting on a date, but I know it's going to start soon. Once I'm able to do CBT and things like that, even though I've been told by a few people that I'm doing a bit of what CBT entails, but once I get to that point where, you know, I'm able to understand what's going on in my head a lot more, and I'm able to use the tools that are given to me to maintain a level head, a level way of thinking, a rational way of thinking, and to stop, you know, these episodes of psychosis happening where I'm seeing, you know, things and hearing things that I'm not supposed to see. You know, a lot of that went on yesterday as well. A lot of the psychosis part of my mental health happened yesterday as well. It was kind of hard to sort of keep a focused mind yesterday and keep on my job, if you know what I mean. But once I'm able to get to those points where I'm able to understand why I'm having these episodes and why I'm going through the things that I'm going through mentally, do you know what I mean? Then that's where I'll be able to pass on some of what I've learned onto you guys. So hopefully I can help you guys out if you're in a similar situation. You know, if you suffer from similar things with me, you know, maybe what I go through might point you in the right direction in terms of the help that you need and that you can get, or you're entitled to. Hopefully today will be a lot less of that and a lot more of creativity. But yeah, with that, because it's making me think about a lot of stuff. But with that, we're going to get into today's motivational, inspirational, positive quote. And today's positive quote is: logic can get you from A to B. Imagination can take you everywhere. I like that. I like that because it makes me sort of question what I've been doing recently, especially with the channel, because we're going to be coming up to the halfway point of this 30-day challenge. And if I'm honest, if I'm completely honest, I don't feel like I've been that creative with these videos. Part of it is because of my health, you know, my back. There doesn't seem to be that much that I can do. And the other part of it is because I've got that limitation, I don't seem to be able to think of anything else that I can actually do. You know, especially when I wake up in the morning, the main thing that I'm dealing with in the morning is pain. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about sort of making things easier on that side until the 26th. I can find out more about what's wrong with me and what can be done to sort of sort things out in terms of my health. So it's been a bit of a struggle. It has been a bit of a struggle with these daily vlogs, and it has just been easier to be like, right, okay, just come to the spot, you know what I mean, talk about some stuff, and then do the motivational quote, the inspirational quote, as I've been doing with my morning vlogs as well. I do feel like I'm cheating a little bit with this 30-day vlog challenge, because I'm just doing my morning vlogs as I normally do, really and truly, and that. So I'm just using logic at the moment, but only until I get to the point where I can truly let my imagination run wild. If I had a proper camera, then I probably would be able to do a lot more stuff, because again, I feel quite limited by the fact that I'm using my phone to be able to record everything. But yeah, man, like once I get to the point where I've got a little bit more freedom to let my imagination run wild, oh, best believe you're going to be seeing so much more different types of content. But most definitely, if you're able to let your imagination run wild, let it run wild, man. Let your ideas out, get creative, push yourself, challenge yourself a lot more than I'm challenging myself at this moment in time, to come up with new ideas, new content, new songs, new instrumentals, new beats. Again, there should be no excuse for boredom. Thankfully, the main thing that I can say about doing these types of things is, even though it is a simple format, at least I am really enjoying this format. I'm really enjoying just being able to sit down with you guys and just fire off some stuff and really talk about what's going on with me, what's going on with life, give you a little glimpse into what's going on with myself. Do you know what I mean? And seeing everybody else get so creative with what they're doing, it's inspiring. So keep it going, people. Let's keep the momentum going. So yeah, with that, thank you very much for watching and listening. I hope you have an amazing day. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Take it easy. And as always, blessings to you all.